Today, we'll talk about one of the most exciting and talked about trades recently and share it with all of you. After nearly 2 decades with the Green Bay Packers, the legendary quarterback Aaron Rodgers is on the move to the Big Apple, signing up with none other than the New York Jets. While we're sad to see him leave the Packers, we're excited to see what he'll bring to the Jets' ranks and to the NFL stage as a whole. To give you a little background, Rodgers has been a standout talent from his college days at UC Berkeley. He set a bunch of records during his college years, including the lowest interception rate in a season. All that skill and talent prompted the Green Bay Packers to draft him in the number 24 position in the 2004 draft. And the rest, as they say, is history. Aaron Rodgers' time with the Packers will go down in history as one of the most remarkable stories in NFL and sports history. His first 3 years with the team were spent shadowing another great in the sports history, Brett Favre. But in 2008, with Favre leaving the team, the talented quarterback from Chico City had the chance to establish himself as one of the greatest ever. And boy, did he make the most of it. In just his second game as a starter, Rodgers was voted as the FedEx Air Award winner, setting the stage for an incredible run that would see him break Bart Starr's consecutive passes without an interception record with 157, second only to Favre's 163. The following year, Rodgers earned his first Pro Bowl call as the NFC'S third quarterback behind Drew Brees and Brett Favre. And when fate intervened once again, with Favre sitting out due to injury and Brees being replaced for the Super Bowl, Rodgers was tapped as the NFC starter in the game. But it was 2010 that would be the year of Rodgers' true breakthrough. After a rocky start to the season that also included a concussion, Rodgers led the Packers to an improbable Super Bowl win over the Steelers, with 24 passes completed on 39 attempts for 304 yards and 3 touchdowns, earning himself the Super Bowl MVP award. Well, if 2010 was the year of Aaron Rodgers' Super Bowl victory, then 2011 was simply out of this world. Rodgers won the NFC's Best Offensive Player of the Month award in September, October, and November, and picked up the FedEx Air Player of the Week award 6 times, leaving no doubt that he was one of the best ever quarterbacks to take the field. Despite his incredible run, fate had other plans, and the Packers' hopes for a second Super Bowl were dashed by the New York Giants. But even in defeat, Rodgers showed us what a true champion looks like, and he had plenty of reason to be proud of his season-long performance, which earned him his first ever NFL MVP award. With an amazing 45 touchdowns and just 6 interceptions, Rodgers' passer rating of 122.5 was the highest in NFL history for a single season. And looking back on that incredible year, it's clear that nobody played the game quite like Aaron Rodgers. After Aaron Rodgers won the Super Bowl in 2010, he continued to prove himself as one of the best quarterbacks in the league. In 2014, he had another amazing season and won the NFL MVP award for the second time. During a game against the Bears, he even tied Darryl, the Mad Bomber LaMonica NFL record by passing 6 touchdowns in a single half. He had other great performances too, like a 53-20 home win over the Eagles where he threw for 341 yards and 3 touchdowns with no interceptions. As we all know, Rodgers has had his fair share of amazing and not so amazing moments on the football field. But what's really impressive is his undeniable talent. He's one of the greatest players ever to grace the sport. You know what they say about wine? The older it gets, the better it tastes. Well, the same can be said for Rodgers. He's like a fine wine. It's impossible to list all of his successes with the Packers, but let's just say that he won his 3rd and 4th titles as the league's MVP in 2020 and 2021. He's become an idol for fans and has written pages of unforgettable history for Green Bay. Unfortunately, all good things must come to an end, and on April 24, 2003, he was traded to the New York Jets in exchange for future draft picks. But let's not dwell on the past. Let's talk about the amazing moments that made us jump up and scream. Which one was your favorite? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for tuning in, guys. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel